Oh man, so both Bitcoin and Fantom have bounced off of key levels. We're up to date, both in the green. I'm going to show you exactly the price point we need to get above to be out of the woods on this downward slide. Now, we've had some good CPI data come through in terms of meeting expectations, so the market wasn't too frustrated by the CPI data, and that is why we've managed to hold a good green day today. You saw inflation come in at 6.8%, which met expectations. Remember, Bitcoin is seen as a hedge, cryptocurrencies are seen as a hedge to inflation. So from a Bitcoin perspective, the markets, people invested in Bitcoin, want to see high inflation to justify their position, their hedge, by holding Bitcoin. So Bitcoin up 1.6%. Let's take a quick look at the charts. And what you can see now is we're getting a really important bounce off this horizontal level, which we had drawn on here, sitting at about 47,800. So currently we're sitting at 48,200 with a good green candle today, but the wick was very big on this candle. You can see the wick on this candle was very high, which showed that we almost got we did get to highs of 50,000. We got rejected back down with the bears pushing Bitcoin down. So we're not fully out of the woods. And what I want to show you here is on the 4-hourly chart. If I show you the pattern that we're forming, you could argue that we could be creating a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. So I do want to be careful here of this kind of a pattern suggesting more downside. So we need to keep an eye on this right now in the short term. In order to get out of the woods on Bitcoin, I will want to see a high above the head or here of the head and shoulders pattern. So I'd want to see Bitcoin get to 52,000 pretty much above here and get back above this white line from the wedge. Now, if I zoom out, you can see this long-term trend line dating all the way back here from the cup and handle pattern. We need to get back above here. I want to see Bitcoin rally back above here and head higher from here. Okay, so anything below, whilst we're staggering below here, you still have to keep some attention ready for risk to the downside, as that is what we could see as a potential. Now, if I show you, say, this chart on Bitcoin as well, I just want to show you some of the Fibonacci levels and head over to the daily. You can see that the bounce we're getting right now is happening exactly at the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is at about 46,000, 47,000, call it. And that is where we're seeing now that Bitcoin is trying to bounce, okay? You can see there we're having a bit of a bull and a bear fight here, and this is going to be a crucial level for us to hold, and it's going to be really important to guide us in terms of what's going to happen with some of our favorite altcoins. So now we're going to take a look at Fantom, because Fantom is up 4% today, and I'm going to show you the exact level which we need to get above in order for green skies to become apparent on Fantom. I know a lot of you guys are worried about Fantom right now, but I want to show you this. But before I do that, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, really make an effort to help this community grow, guys. We're a small channel. We need to help get this message out there that to invest in crypto in a sustainable, pragmatic way, we need to face the facts. When the market's going down, we need to be honest, and we need to understand what is going on. And when it's going up, we need to do the same. We need to control our emotions. We need to understand when to buy dips and when to let our winners ride. And that is what I want to help you guys learn and get better at and coach you guys at doing. So if you appreciate that, smash up the like, subscribe, and let's get straight into this. And one thing before I show you the Fantom charts very quickly is the Bitcoin dominance. And I have to show you this, guys, because this pattern I was calling months ago. And finally, we're starting to see this play out. Now, if I zoom out, what you can see is we're in this downward trend on the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, this is showing that all coins are gaining strength continually against Bitcoin. This doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin has to go down. Bitcoin can go up in value, but as long as all coins are gaining market cap at faster than the rate of Bitcoin, then the Bitcoin dominance will continue to fall. Very important that we understand that. And what I want to show you on the daily chart here is we're forming this massive M pattern. Okay, and we've been talking about this for a long time, and this M pattern with a neckline along here. Okay, if I show you the exact neckline as drawn out by this yellow line, you're sitting at 39.64% on Bitcoin dominance. If we could get a breakthrough down here on the M pattern, we could be seeing significant downside in the Bitcoin dominance, which suggests that altcoins will continue to get stronger against Bitcoin, and we could be seeing the alt season coming up very shortly. So very exciting. We need to keep an eye on that and see how this plays out. But now moving on to Fantom, what are we seeing here? And I'm going to skip past the daily chart and go straight into the 4-hourly chart, because what you can actually, let's go into the hourly, it's even clearer. You remember here that what I showed you was this wedge. And well, before that, let's go back a little bit more. Before the wedge, we had this head and shoulders pattern, right? So we had this head and shoulder pattern, which I made you aware of. We broke to the downside. You can see how close we got to my price target, which was this technical price target at $1.04. We wicked down to about $1.15, and then we entered this continuation pattern, which I suggested could be a bear pennant, okay? Now, a bear pennant simply means it's a continuation pattern for more further downside. And again, a lot of people were giving me stick for it. They'll give me grief. They'll disliking the videos, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't make me bearish on Fantom to tell you it's going to go down. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing in the charts. Doesn't mean I'm selling any of my position. If anything, I'm adding to it because these are solid prices for me sitting here at $1.47. I made that video yesterday to remind you guys that, look, if you were someone that was pumping in when the conference was happening around Fantom and you were buying in, FOMOing in at $3 plus on Fantom, what's stopping you right now at $1.47? Has anything fundamentally changed? Go watch my fundamental videos. Go watch my tokenomics video on Fantom. Go watch my TVL video on Fantom, which I labeled the most important Fantom video you're going to watch this year, and really build your confidence in this project, because then you should be looking at this price as a discount, and that's what I'm seeing right now. Now, coming back to the chart pattern, you saw that we did indeed break to the downside, but we got good news, and the good news is, look at this bounce right here. I just want to zoom in. Let's throw me off screen. No need you taking up real estate over there, mate. And if we just zoom in a little bit here, what I want to show you is, look at this, where we got this bounce. Perfect. So from this bottom here, we're bouncing, okay? This is really important. As long as we can bounce above here, that means we don't need to get to the bottom of the wedge, and we don't need to fulfill our head and shoulders price target at $1.05. So this is really good sign here that we're managing to bounce. I want to see sustained volume here, picking us back up. First, we've got to get above this line at $1.65, but the most important level is I want to see us get above this peak here. Okay, this peak here, characterized by $1.72, is where we need to get above on Fantom. If Bitcoin can continue to the high side, like I just shown you, and get past those levels, which I shared, Fantom can do the same, get above that peak, which I've just shared with you there at $1.72, and then we have started the process of reversing out of this downward trend. Because let's face it, if we zoom out on the daily trend, we are in a significant retracement on all our favorite altcoins. You can see that clearly here on Fantom. This is a retracement. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see that we are now in daily bearish territory since the 26th of November. Now, if I bring out the weekly, guys, this just to give you some confidence, because I know a lot of you guys are panicking, a lot of you guys are worried, always zoom out into the weekly, because unless you're trading on a very short time frame, this is going to give you the confidence. And what I want you to look at on that chart is at no point there, ever since we came above this, above the EMA ribbon here, dating back to 16th of August, we went on this tremendous run to the upside. And at no point have we lost our EMA ribbon. So even with everything that has gone on, look where we are here. Let's zoom in. And the very worst wick took you down here, and the wick we've seen this week has taken you down here. We are not even into the bottom of the EMA ribbon. We are not close to flipping bearish on Fantom. And in essence, all this is going to be is a retracement, albeit a very big retracement, as you can see on this chart. But it's going to set us up for a powerful move to the upside. I'm very sure of it. You can see the last time when we flipped our EMA ribbon and then we came back positive, look at the move that Fantom went on. And I'm seeing a similar sort of volume coming in and us moving to the upside, clearing all-time highs and creating new highs. This is the pattern of cryptocurrencies. This is how trading works. You make a high, you come back down, you then go blast through that previous high, you come back down to test that previous high again, and then you run back up again. That is the pattern. That is what we see. And if you've been in crypto long enough, that is the pattern that plays out. And you need to understand and start learning how to buy in these moments, on the dips, buying in these moments and avoiding the peaks, okay? That is the key to building sustainable wealth in crypto. So there you go, guys. That is the update on Fantom and what is going on. Overall, not a massively eventful day. The CPI came in to expectations. It didn't massively, it wasn't super above expectations that inflation was through the roof, which would have led Bitcoin to explode. It was as expected. We're in an inflation environment, 6.8% annualized inflation, which is high. People understand it's high, and that is why Bitcoin is remaining green today. And the altcoins, such as Fantom, 5.16% up at the time of recording this video, are following suit. We're not out of the woods yet. Need to keep an eye on those patterns as when this kind of the inflation news dies down tomorrow, we need to make sure we're holding on those patterns, because at the moment we're still in downtrends on Bitcoin and therefore all of our favorite altcoins. As always, guys, if you appreciate this video, you appreciate this update, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, join our free Discord. Link will be in the pinned comment below. Join that Discord, meet like-minded people, tag me with any of your favorite questions. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, consider hitting join button. You can become a member of this channel. You'll get a nice sticker next to your name. You'll get a bunch of emojis which you can spam the comments in. But more importantly, you will get access to our community thread where you can ask me questions one-on-one on your favorite coins, your favorite crypto, and anything else. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.